Hey y'all, what's up? This is Rosie, and it's hard for me to believe that it's already almost Christmas. It just doesn't feel like it. I mean, sure, we go outside and it's cold and crisp and the weather that I love. And Thanksgiving just passed us by. Yesterday at work was crazy. But that's not why it doesn't feel like Christmas. The reason it doesn't feel like it is because it doesn't hold the same sense of urgency that it once had. People don't seem to take it serious like they used to. Um, I heard that on TikTok, people are, calling for this economic blackout for the holiday season at certain stores and certain retail outlets and websites. And that's fine. I support it. That's great. But the reason also is because it just doesn't hold the same sense of urgency or care. People don't talk about it like they used to. There are not the same videos that there once was, even just 5 years ago. There's not the same sense of it's Christmas and I'm excited. People don't, just a very few people will say, it's already October and I already want to put my Christmas tree up. And that's fine. Because when they say that, I'll tell them, well, it's your house. Put up your Christmas tree. It's your house, your tree. You pay the bills. Do it. And, at work, ever since before Halloween, they were playing Christmas music. I work at Bath and Body Works, or I used to. And I'll get to that shortly. But um, yeah, it just doesn't hold the same sense of care or urgency that it once did. And it has become like a take it or leave it type of thing where people don't care like they once did. Um, People don't seem to give a damn if if they hold Christmas or not. Um, some people take it way too seriously, like they'll go to shop for their kids year round just to have their living room filled with wrapped presents. And it's like, why? I understand wanting to give your kids the best and wanting to sit up and watch them open presents all day. That's great. And you should want to spoil your kids. I mean, why not? But also, why do you want to teach them? Why do you want to teach them at early ages that Christmas is all about getting things and it's all about the material possessions that you have? You have a tub full of toys, and some children this year won't even get toys, and that's what it's all about. And I don't think that's the right lesson to teach your children. My kids came up in a time when we were struggling. And so whenever they got even just one or two presents, plus some new clothes, they were happy about that because they knew that mommy was having hard times and that we couldn't always afford much, if anything at all. And I love my babies for that. And they're grown now. And so if I can't get them a present, that doesn't really mean anything to them. And, they're just happy to get a hug. And if I can get them a small present, they are happy with that because they knew and they know that my getting them something and getting to present it to them in pretty packaging on Christmas morning, they know that that means a lot to me. I have always adored buying presents for my kids when I was able, and then just giving it to them and being happy and seeing how happy they were. Now, I said a minute ago that I used to work at Bath and Body Works. And so I guess I'll get into it. Bath and Body Works called me out of the blue, like right after the middle of October. They called my house and I took a quick phone interview. She asked me, "Do you have a few minutes to talk to me on the phone and do a quick interview?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely." And she asked me a few questions and I got the job on the spot over the phone. My first day was October 28th. My second day was October 29th. And then for 2 weeks, I tried to call, to get put on the schedule. The store manager was on leave. She said it was sick leave or whatever. And then she came back and she's like, and they're trying to work me back on the schedule and I got to get my days set up and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Okay, cool. It was just a seasonal position anyway. And so my third shift was Friday of last week, meaning the Friday before Thanksgiving. And then my fourth shift, fourth and final, was yesterday. I wasn't let go because it was the end of the seasonal position or anything. I was let go because they said I was too slow. This was the job that it was the first job that I had in over 26 years. I stopped working because I was raising a family, went back to school, couldn't find anything in my field, which was business, so what the hell is up with that? But Birmingham has strange rules in their business sector, and it seems that only insurance companies want to hire a business degree. So anyway, so yeah, standing on your feet for 4 hours after 26 years wasn't the same. 30 years ago, 30 years ago when I was 19, I could do it no problem. I could stand up on my feet for 6 hours and it not bother me. And I could just walk around and, not have a problem with standing up on my feet for 4 hours straight or 6 hours straight or even 8 hours. It didn't bother me. But yesterday was Black Friday and I had to move around crowds full of people all day long, walking back and forth across the store. And then one manager had me stocking shelves, so I stocked the shelves and I was doing fine, but the products weren't in the right places. I'll explain that in just a second. And then another manager had me stop stocking the shelves to go behind the registers to help prep bags. So I went to help prep the bags for the customers so that the cashiers could just turn around, grab a bag and start putting in the products. And, they got tired of me being behind them prepping bags because there's not enough room back there for all those butts and bodies. And so it was like crowding them out. And so one of them just finally turned around and said, "You know what? We're good on bags." She wasn't nasty about it. She was, "We're good on bags." So I left from behind the register to go back to stacking shelves. And then the manager who wanted me to stack the shelves had me go back to get baskets for the customers to pick up and shop. So I went to do that. And I had to keep doing that. And then I went back to stocking the shelves. And again, there were drawers and cabinets that understock was put into. Understock is extra products that are not yet on shelves or tables. So they would have these products up on the stores and tables, and some of the understock was there, but most of it was not there. It would be all different products, and you would have to go all around the store to find where this particular item was so that you could stack it on the shelves. And my manager tells me, I need somebody who's fast and quick, who can stock shelves quickly, and you're just not able to do that. And we just don't think this is the right fit for you. And so, beyond myself, I tried to hold it in, but before I made it back to the back to get my things, I burst into tears. I cried. I did. I'll admit it. And the other two managers who were there were not very happy about that. They were like, why? And so I told them what the store manager said. And the night manager, who was working during the day because Black Friday, said, if it were me, I would have just given you something else to do. I would have helped you with the register. I would have had you in the back getting supplies, just something, but I would not have let you go like that. And she was very sweet. She gave me a hug. This was my first time meeting this lady. She gave me a hug, helped me out to her car because I was in immense pain. You could just look at me and tell that I was struggling. 5 hours on my feet, no break. Hadn't had breakfast that day, nothing to drink. And I'm anemic. And it's, autoimmune. And so she helped me out to her car, and she drove me across the parking lot to where my youngest child works. And she was telling me, just because this door closed doesn't mean another one won't open. God has something greater for you. Just keep your head up. Do not feel bad, because you didn't let us down. You did your best. We could see you were doing your best and you were struggling out there. But just keep trying, hold your head up, and do not feel bad, because you did nothing wrong. And she said, our manager, I hate to say it, but patience is something that she lacks. And that was just not right what she did to you. So I'm very thankful for that manager and the other manager, who was the actual one who hired me. But so that's what happened with that one. My children are pissed. I would rather just let it go, keep putting in applications, and then try again at the beginning of the year to get a job, to help out around here and keep our bills paid and food on the table. My kids are doing a wonderful job of that. My dad is helping where he can, and we're just doing our best around here. But anyway, back to what I was saying. It just doesn't feel like the holidays, and what happened yesterday is one of the reasons why. So I'm just hoping that beyond all of that, this year will be a good year, a good holiday season for me and my kids, and I'm just going to look for things to get better. So anyways, I'm going to go. I'm sorry for not releasing a video last week, which is actually today. November 29th I usually release videos on Saturday. So I'm going to work on this, editing this through the week, because it's so long. And I love you guys for rocking with me, and I hope that you just stay patient, because I'm trying to get more ideas. But anyways, I'm going to go. Love y'all so much for wasting time with me and letting me vent. And hope to see y'all on the next one. Bye for now.